Hello! Once again, good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Okay, this will be the last part of the 3 lecture series we have on the topic about communication for purposive communication subject. And I hope di kayo nauumay sa pakikinig sa akin at panonood. Okay? Last na po ito. And this will be the shortest among the 3 lectures. So pay close attention to this one. And this is all about the ethics in communication. So when we talk about ethics muna, pinag-aralan nyo sa philosophy, ethics is the philosophy of the moral good, okay, of what we do in life. Pag we say moral good, ibig sabihin yung pagpili ng alam natin, pinaniniwalaan nating tama. Because inherently, man by nature is a good being. Okay, kahit anong sinasabi yung sama ng ibang tao, inherently, man is good. Alam niya kung ano yung tama, alam niya kung ano yung mabuti, alam niya kung ano yung wasto. So for this last topic, we'll talk about this time yung ethics in communication. So what are the things we need to consider when we're talking about ethics in communication? So for the first part is the learning outcomes. So I've already mentioned this on the previous part, but since it will be the last topic, so I'll just need to review you for the last time. At the end of this 3-part lecture series, you're expected to increase your knowledge in communication, which we did in the first lecture, and then including yung processes at yung principles. Remember, we already discussed yung principles and process of communication. And then heighten our sense of awareness on communication ethics. Ito yung pangalawang objective natin, resulting in consensus and respectful interactions. And then lastly is to apply the knowledge that we have gained, okay, simula nung unang lecture natin, okay, on that first video up to this last video, sa ating magiging mga communication, engagement, communication, interactions. And this will be culminated by your midterm project, okay, that talks about this, communication process, including the ethics involved and the principles involved in the entire subject matter. So brace yourselves. Okay, this will be quite short. Okay, seriously. And then if you have any questions, okay, feel free to inform me. Okay, put it in your GC so that I can explain it further to you guys when needed. Okay, first of all, what is ethics? It comes from the Greek word ethos, which means custom, habit, or outlook. It is what we call the moral philosophy that talks about the person's conduct o yung tama o wastong asal. In ethics and communication, ito na, there are only 4 things that you need to apply. 4 lang, kaya hindi ganun kahaba. The first one is adhering to the golden rule or the platinum rule. So alam niyo naman yung golden rule, yung philosophical rule, no? Na binabanggit pag sinabing golden rule, yung sinasabing do not do to others what you don't want others to do to you. In Tagalog, huwag gawin sa iba yung ayaw mo na gawin sa iyo. Tama? Yan yung golden rule na sinasabi nila in the moral philosophy of ethics. The platinum rule is the one that is stressed by Bennett. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng platinum rule is treating others the way how they want to be treated or they wish to be treated. I repeat, if the golden rule is do not do to others what you don't want others to do to you, yung platinum rule is treating others, you do, di ba? Parang you do to others what they wish you to do to them. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Kumbaga, dahil nga iba't iba ang kultura, paniniwala, kasarian ng mga tao, no, may mga preferences sila. May mga preferences o may mga gusto sila kung paano sila tratuhin o pakibagayan. Pinakamagandang halimbawa na lang dyan ay yung tungkol sa gender issue natin. Remember yung nangyari, nag-viral sa social media, yung waiter na pinatayo ng 2 oras ba yun? Nang dahil lang sa tinawag niyang sir. yung sir, yung bading, di ba? Di ba? Nag-create yun ng matinding uproar sa social media at marami ang nabwisit, may nainis, may nagtanggol, no? Na, kumbaga hati eh. Pero, kung ako tatanungin, my personal take there is simple lang naman. I mean, if you had applied the platinum rule, yung sinasabi ko ngayon, na you treat others how they wish to be treated, siguro walang nangyaring di ba? Ganito na lang, pakinggan nyo to. Bakit ba nagpapakabakla ang isang lalaki? Kahit sabihin nilang immoral o pangit o di maganda, di naayon sa commandments, whatsoever, I don't give a shit about it. But, bakit may mga lalaking nagpapakabakla? Ang sagot, dahil gusto nila na tratuhin sila bilang babae. At bakit may mga babae namang nagpapakatibo? Dahil gusto nilang tratuhin sila bilang alam niyo naman pala eh. Di ba napakasimple lang naman? Kung nagre-respetuhan tayo sa preferences ng iba, dahil yun ang gusto nila. Without applying, sabi ko nga, without applying any prejudice or bias, siguro, kahit masalimuot at masyadong toxic ang mundo, magkakaroon tayo ng common ground, magkakaroon tayo ng intindihan sa isa't isa. Yun ang tinatawag na platinum rule. Tratuhin natin yung iba kung papaano nila gustong tratuhin sila. Treat others how they wish to be treated. Okay? That is one thing that we should add in communication. Alright? Hindi siya ako sa against or pro sa gender issues. But the thing is, I've been working with people with different genders in my life. Lalo na sa call center, sa BPO. Hindi ko may tatanggihan. May mga katrabaho akong ganyan eh. And one thing I've learned about that, my dear friends, is these people are human beings. Tao yan. Nakakaramdam yan ng sakit, nakakaramdam yan ng pagkapahiya, nakakaramdam yan ng lungkot, no? ng indifference pag hindi sila tinatrato ng maayos. So, yun lang ang take ko. I mean, treat them as they want to be treated and we will not have any problems. Okay? Kayo, ano sa tingin nyo? Number 2 is considering the feelings of the receiver. Now, this one is basic. Okay? Kung hindi kayo sensitive sa feelings ng iba, ang tawag ko sa inyo, walang iya. Diba? So, college na tayo, guys. That level of maturity must be on to the next level na dapat alam nyong maging considerate sa feelings ng kapwa ninyo. So, kung alam nyo nakakasakit na kayo, dapat tumigil na kayo. Iwasan nyo yung gagatong pa kayo kahit na alam nyo nakakasakit na nga. Okay? Third is acknowledging the source of idea and information. This one is very important. Dahil dito, maraming mga mangmang at tanga lalo sa social media, na kapag may nabasa kayong isang source or information, ang karamihan sa atin hindi nagfa-fact check. Di ba? Tanggap na lang ng tanggap. Importante yung dapat alam ninyo kung paano sumuri ng information. Hindi yung po rin sinabing walang pasok, hindi ka napapasok. No, sinabi lang na itong taon to kriminal, naniwala ka naman. So i-research mo din. Kaya nga that's how democracy works. It allows you the leverage in order to discern and then search and then finally decide kung sa tingin mo ito yung totoo para sa iyo and this is what you're going to embrace for the your entire life. 'Di ba? Yan yung yan yung dapat nyong ginagawa. Hindi yung kumbaga nakikibanwagon ka lang kung ano yung gusto ng karamihan, ano yung pinaniniwala ng karamihan, banat ka ng banat. It's not like that. Okay? It is important that you acknowledge and check the sources of information that you're trying to receive and to accept. Because if the source of information does not merit the accountability of truth and veracity, bakit mo paniniwalaan yun? Di ba? Ang taong pinakatanga sa mundo, I'm sorry for the word, ay yung alam niya na nga yung mali. Di ba? Pero ginagawa niya pa rin. Sige. Di ba? So, ayan yung importante. No? Learn to acknowledge the source of idea information. And then lastly is speaking the truth. Ayan po. Number 4. Okay? To speak the truth is the hardest thing to do. Okay? Yung pagsabi ng totoo, yun ang pinakamahirap gawin. Kasi sometimes you become the bearer of bad news. But even if it's the case, kahit hindi maganda yung sasabihin mo, kahit malungkot yung sasabihin mo, you must know how to share it. You must know how to express it in the most straightforward way na walang paligoy-ligoy kasi mas lalo nababadtrip yung tao kapag, you're beating around the bush. Always speak the truth. Okay? Yan ang pinaka-importante sa moral ethics ng communication. If you believe that the truth will set you free, so believe in it. But you have to practice it. Hindi yung dakdak ka ng dakdak tapos sinungaling ka rin pala. Di ba? So yun lang nga sa akin. Be mindful about what you're going to say to people and always speak true of them. No? Kahit pa sabihin natin, ano yung pinagdadaanan mo, always speak true about you, about what you believe in, and about what you believe other people can do to you. And then for me, that will be awesome. That will be great. That will give you a lot of peace of mind. Kasi yan ang bagay na hindi nabibili sa mundo, yung peace of mind. So once you speak the truth, okay, it will give you the kind of relaxation, the kind of clearness of conscience that you would enjoy. Okay, so that's it for our lesson. So I hope you like the topic about the entire communication process we talked about as a whole, the principles, including the ethics, and I hope you learn to apply all the things that I have shared to you, inform you about this, and moreover, be prepared for your upcoming midterm presentation project in relation to these topics that I have just shared to you this afternoon. So once again, thank you for listening. This is your instructor speaking, Mr. Salvador Soriao, wishing you the best of everything, safety above everything else, at mag-iiwan sa inyo ng lagi kayong mag-ingat at pagpalain kayo araw-araw. Hanggang sa muli po. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.